Hi everyone, this is Selina. Welcome back to one of my videos. I hope you're well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Selina and I release crochet tutorials and free patterns. And today I'm bringing to you this beautiful snood scarf, infinity scarf. I will be posting a video or photos of how I'm going to be wearing it, because I'm going to be wearing this as a hooded scarf type of project. So I will be wearing it over my head and then across my neck. As I said, I will be posting either a video or a photo of how I'm going to be wearing it just now. This is so perfect. It's so pretty. It's really delicate. I absolutely adore it. And as always, the free pattern will be available on my blog. The link will be in the description box. And obviously you can wear this any way you prefer. You can wear it as a simple infinity scarf wrapped around your neck or over your head like myself. For this project, I used this yarn. It's so perfect. It's called Elle by Me Odette, and it's a bulky 5 yarn. It's also called chunky in British terms. So this is considered a bulky 5 yarn. It comes in 328 yard balls, and I still have lots left, so I only used one of these. It's 23% polyester, 22% alpaca, and 22% superwash merino wool, and 18% metallized polyester, 15% acrylic. And it's so airy and beautiful and warm. It's absolutely perfect for this weather. This is color Seaglass, and it's by Premier Yarns. And yes, it's absolutely perfect. I also used a 6mm crochet hook, a tapestry needle, and a pair of scissors. I will be using US terms with British terms in brackets. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, I'm just going to jump into the tutorial. Okay, so to begin this tutorial, I will be demonstrating the stitches with a different yarn, but the principle is the exact same. So with your yarn, which will be more chunky, make a slip knot like so. Pop your hook through and tighten. So for this project, we will be chaining 125 in the round. I will be demonstrating how to chain in the round without twisting your chain. So chain 125. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now that you've chained 5, you will be taking your hook out of the last stitch, placing it in the first chain. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done it off camera because it was a bit complicated. So I've placed my hook through the first chain, and making sure we're not twisting the chain, place it through the 5th or last chain that you've just created. And now just go ahead and chain the rest of your 125 chains. So 6, 7, 8, 9. And as you can see, we are not twisting the chain. So this is what I have. I've chained less because I'm simply going to be demonstrating the rows, the simple rows, before I show you the border on the actual project. But this is what you should have. 125 chains, so a much longer chain, but the principle is the exact same. So now take your yarn and pull through to close off the round. And now chain 2, 1 and 2, and this first chain 2 counts as your first half double crochet and goes with the last chain that we did. And now create a round of half double crochets. So to do this, wrap your yarn around your hook, go into the next chain, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through 3 loops. And that creates a half double crochet. And as I said, the first chain 2 counts as a half double crochet. Now go into the next chain with a half double crochet and place a half double crochet into each and every chain across until you reach the beginning of the chain, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I've placed half double crochets into each and every chain across, as you can see. Obviously your chain will be a lot longer, but this is the principle. Now go ahead and slip stitch to close off this round, slip stitch through the top of the chain 2 from the beginning like so. And now just repeat this process for the next round. So chain 2, this counts as your first half double crochet. Now go ahead and place a half double crochet into each and every stitch across. So just go through the top of the half double crochet from the previous row and just place half double crochets into each and every stitch across. And then once you reach the end of this round, just slip stitch through the chain 2 and just repeat this process until you have 17 rows in total. Okay, so I'm back and this is what we have. So this is the size of the actual snood. I'm so pleased with how it looks. Now what we will be doing is the edging. So we are going to be crocheting a shell stitch edging. Okay, so to begin the border, you will be chaining 1, and this 1 does not count as a stitch. We've not fastened off, as you can see. This is where we've finished our last row of half double crochets. So this chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Go into that first stitch with a single crochet. So 2 single crochet, place your hook directly through, pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook, and take your yarn and pull through 2 loops, and this creates a single crochet. And now we are going to be skipping 1 and 2 stitches and going directly into the 3rd stitch and placing our shell stitch. So wrap your yarn around your hook, go directly through that stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, take your yarn and pull through 2 loops, and take your yarn and pull through 2 loops, and this creates a double crochet. Now go back in with 4 more double crochets in this stitch so that you have 5 double crochets in this stitch in total, and that creates your first shell. Now what we are going to be doing is skipping 1 and 2 stitches and going into the next with a single crochet, Now skip 2 stitches and go into the next with 5 double crochets to create a shell. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now skip 2 stitches and go into the next with a single crochet. So this is what it looks like. It's so pretty. It's so delicate. So just go ahead and go all the way around. And when you reach about 3 or 4 or maybe 5 stitches before the beginning where we started, so at the end of this round, I'll get back to you to show you the end of the round. Okay, so we've practically finished this row. So I've practically finished this row. As you can see, I've placed my last shell stitch here. I'm going to skip 2 stitches and then slip stitch through the last stitch, which is also the stitch just before we began. So let me just show this again. I'm not sure I caught it on camera. I apologize. So just go ahead and slip stitch actually through the first stitch that we did. So slip stitch, so just under the first chain 1. So under, this is under the first chain 1 and single crochet. And now take your yarn and pull through to close off this round. And this is what we have. So I'm really pleased. Let me just de-zoom. So this is what we have for now. I love it. And now what we are going to be doing is turning the project over and attaching the yarn to the other side to create the same border. So just repeat the same thing. The only difference is this is the chain. So this is the chain where we began. So yes, it's slightly different than working through stitches, but just repeat the exact same pattern of chaining 1, single crochet, and then just do the exact same thing. So I've chained 1, place a single crochet once again into this stitch, and now just repeat the pattern by skipping 1 and 2 chains and working your first shell stitch into that stitch. So the principle is the exact same. It will be very easy, so I'll let you just repeat the whole process and then I'll get back to you. So this is what the project looks like now that I finished it. I really enjoyed crocheting this project. I fastened off. As you can see, I still have a couple of loose ends to tie in. I absolutely adore this crochet project. I know I will be wearing it lots. Don't forget to check out my blog for pictures of how I'm wearing this. All my shorts, I may be doing shorts on YouTube on how to wear this. I still have a lot of yarn left from this single ball of yarn, so I'm thinking of maybe making a headband, but I'm not sure I will have enough yarn to make a winter headband, so maybe I might make a scrunchie. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think a scrunchie to match this hooded scarf snood will be perfect. Let me know in the comments, and in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.